Yeah, how's everybody? Um, my name's Kellogg's. Just want to share something with y'all this morning. I'm trying to turn my phone around without cutting this off, but I guess it won't let me once it started recording. So I guess you just have to look at my house. Just got in, went to my mailbox and got my mail and my bills, the stuff that I think I should get. In Baltimore City, you don't get on time, which is our mail. I don't know if it's the mail system all over since, Trump went in and hired all these new people. And you forget that, they changed the things that we were getting from our mail systems because of the fact that when they had all of these voter registrations and we were voting for key people, just like, our mayor, all of a sudden, things for those write-in ballots and all that kind of stuff all over the country or all over the United States, was behind. So nothing comes on time anymore. This is planned, y'all. I don't care what they say. My thing is, why would you fuck with a system that's already working, but yet the thing is needs to be upgraded because of the new technology, and then you turn around and you make it worse. I just don't get it. I don't understand it, but it is what it is. And my thing is, I'm proud that for the most part, and I hate to say this again or talk about it, but we as black people, we don't control anything. We work there. We, have people in high places, but they don't control a damn thing. So it lets you know that all these white folks that have all this stuff up and going, they can't keep up with anything without everybody else's help because they sure ain't doing it the right way. Everything is just totally screwed up, and then we follow the lead. The reason I'm calling is because of the fact it's not because of the mail that's late. Like I say, I haven't had a check stub in almost a month, 2 weeks. That's behind. Now they changed the system that we have to get our pay, and they screwing our pay up. But the reason I'm calling is because of the fact that Baltimore City is just so filthy. I just left from down in Clinton, Mount Washington, Brandywine, Maryland, places like this that I went through and gone through black neighborhoods and their so-called ghettos, which ain't ghettos. Unfortunately, I come back home, which is one of the dirtiest cities around. And it's because of our politicians. And most of the politicians that we have here in Baltimore City have been black. And they did a thing. I see them cleaning up now Hilton Parkway on my way home. And I see them half cleaning up. It's really a shame that, the pride that you would think that one would have in order to make something better than it was is not there. This is a dirty, filthy, thieving city because they think more about taking money out of your pocket than giving you anything that, should be done on a normal basis. It's like when you clean your house. I go up and down this parkway for the last, let's say 20 years because of the fact that I've been working, going the same direction for over 20 years. And I've watched it get worse and worse and worse. And our parkways in Baltimore City compared to in Baltimore County, or I should say in white neighborhoods like Northern Parkway going across town, looks pretty good. But these that are close by, these streets, North Avenue, Hilton Street, because Hilton changed his names God knows how many times, just from where I live at. Goes from Hilton Street to Hilton Parkway, to Hilton Street to Caton Avenue, from Caton Avenue to Patapsco Avenue. And it looks terrible from one end to the other. They come up here, they change the directions of the streets. They go from 2 lane to 1 lane. People are home, so now the congestion is there. I mean, they putting up red light cameras like crazy because of the fact that they are not making money and giving away money. We got a project going on down in Fort Covington where they turn around and let these contractors come in, and I think for the next 20 years, they don't have to pay taxes. And that's revenue for the city, so they get the revenue with these red light cameras. My thing is that you turn around and put these cameras you claim at the schools. And the crazy thing about it, I have not heard not one accident where not one child has been recorded that I know of, that I hear on the news or have heard on any news stations, that a child got hit at a crosswalk where they had a light system. Okay? A red light system. Haven't heard one. And now they're putting in more lights. Well, my thing is, if you clean the streets up, then I guess, people wouldn't have to go around people because they're going slow or all of that and speeding. But at the same time, my thing is, when you get to a light, turns yellow, 1, 2, 3 is red. Well, wait a minute. Why are you in such a hurry? If you want to change anything, why don't you change it that the fact that you go 1001, 1002, 1003, then maybe change the light. I mean, are you in that big of a hurry to go from yellow to red to have somebody halfway through in order to charge them $40? Or $75 if it's going through a light, I should say. Yes. And then what you do, the incentive is, if you just pay the fine, the ticket, guess what? You don't get any points. That's a ploy. You still start shoving me up my ass with your bullshit. So the thing is, let's do something, creative, that we turn around and I don't have to sit here and ramp like I'm ramping, because the thing is, I really, really, really feel bad. The fact that it hurt me to just think about where I just left and took pictures just to show folks that I know where I went. It's just unbelievable. Like I said, it's still in Maryland. I took a drive an hour and 15 minutes away and made stops in other places on the way back to do some things, stop at a few stores that, I've gone to a couple times. And even seen the places look better, even in the surrounding areas, but even on the outskirts. And I come back in Baltimore City and come up Hilton Parkway, and it looks terrible. Hear me? Terrible. They doing the bridge on Hilton and Emerson Avenue. What good it's going to do, I don't know, but it needs to be done. A lot of these bridges need to be done. But unfortunately, the streets have been neglected for the last 10 years. Now they're putting asphalt, new asphalt, on top of asphalt instead of turning around and taking the old asphalt up, using that, mixing it with the new stuff, because you ain't got to throw that stuff away. All you got to do is grind it up, heat it up, get the debris, dirt out of it, and then, remanufacture it just like anything else. But no, we can't do that. They turn around and put new asphalt on top of old asphalt. And then what happens is, when you go over, these main water mains and the electric mains, because some of them are sewer main cuppers, that you go over, you hit boom, 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 boom. Now your car going through a whole lot of unnecessary changes and repairs because of the fact that they want to save money. Like I say, this is a thieving state, but it's also a thieving city. And y'all need to do something about it. So like I said, only because of the fact that I'm sitting here now so frustrated of riding up Hilton Street, that I sat down to take this. And I recorded this before I even ran upstairs to go to the bathroom, because I didn't want to forget. I didn't want to calm down. But Baltimoreans, y'all need to make your city officials accountable, number one. And number two, Baltimoreans, you need to take pride in where you live. Because where you live, it's not done by the city hall. It's with you throwing trash out front, not picking it up, not picking up a broom because you think you too fucking good to clean up in front of your neighborhood because you just don't care. Or then again, maybe it's the new generation because the old generation like us in our 60s and above, the thing is we went out there, we knew what it was to clean off the stoop, as you call it. You know, take a broom and sweep in front of your door. Get the neighborhood association, together where we turn around and had a clean block. It's not all city officials' fault. Don't get me wrong. It didn't get there by itself. But some things in some areas are strictly the property of the city. And some things in most areas are our property, whether we own it or not. If you live there, you own it. It's your responsibility to clean it up and not let it blow down the street to somebody else's property. Like I said, we all need to take the responsibility and pride. So I'm not throwing it just on city officials, because city officials are in power by the people, but the people have to turn around and do what they're supposed to do before they can turn around and talk about others. And I do that, so I'm talking because I clean my back. I clean my front. I clean my neighbors sometimes. I clean that 100 block that I'm in sometimes. Why? Because the city pulled the street sweepers. Oh, in our areas. But some areas across town, they still have street sweepers that clean up rolling parks areas and stuff like that. So you can go figure. Trash collection over there, is done certain days and they take care of it. Stuff fall off the truck. The truck's got a broom and a dustpan. Baltimore City, stuff falls off the truck. The suckers leave it right there, whether it's the front or whether it's an alley. I got broken glass in front of, where I park my car at because it fell out and busted. Okay, once in a while I understand. But the thing is that once in a while, over in the other areas, once in a while they may forget. But they don't leave it. They sweep it to the side. I've seen it. So my thing is, if you're going to clean up Northern Parkway, please do a good job. Don't do a half-ass job. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take pictures before and I'm going to take pictures after, since y'all got these cones out there. I noticed today, Sunday, and the Ravens going to play their little game. So now you're tying up things, but it's okay because you're trying to get something done. But I hope you get something done. I hope it's not just a few people out there getting a little bit of overtime thinking that you're not paying them enough, so they are going to do a half-ass job and your supervisors are going to go along with it. Because I'm going to take pictures. I'm letting you know. I'm taking pictures. And I'm going to publicize this not only just on YouTube, but I'm going to some other places because, like I said, I'm tired. And Lord knows it hurts me to go to other places, Clinton, Waldorf, because that's where I was coming from. I was actually coming from Waldorf. Went to Clinton, Mount Washington, came through Brandywine, Maryland, started to go to D.C., but, with all this nonsense, I didn't go around through, that route, so I came the other way. And then I came up Hilton Street. What a bummer. What a bummer. It wasn't too bad once I came off on, Caton Avenue. But once I crossed Frederick Avenue, like I said, it just reminded me of home. Because I am home. This is my home. And I'm sorry to say, it looks like a trash dump. You need to do something about it. All of us. But the part that the city is supposed to take care of, don't just take care of certain neighborhoods, take care of all neighborhoods. That's your baby. You want to be proud of everything. Don't be just proud of certain projects that you did for the Jews over here, for these white folks over there, or the Asians that turn around that you let get away with, paying taxes every 5 years, and they bring somebody in their establishments, and then all of a sudden, it's 5 years tax free again. How I know? Well, because when I ask for a receipt, half the time they don't even want print receipts because they don't need to. They just put the money in a bin. I know about that too. Why? I'm an entrepreneur. I get taxed up the ass. So, like I said, clean the city up, clean everything else up. Baltimore City just may be able to be proud again, because right now, Baltimore City ain't proud about nothing. Are we proud about the Ravens, getting as far as they're getting? But, that's only a momentary thing. That's all it is, a momentary thing. And guess what? We had nothing to do with it. That's their ball game. We're proud of them for doing what they do. Let's be proud of us for doing what we do, other than doing nothing. Y'all have a great day. Think about it. Ask yourself, does it make sense that people like me have to turn around and make videos like this? Be something different if you've seen me, but you're going to see it on my page anyhow, so you're going to know who I am. I'm not hiding anything because there's nothing to hide. I only tell the truth. But today was a special day. And what made it special was to come from somewhere where I felt good, had a nice day, the day before, come home to my hometown to turn around to see all this garbage. Lord knows sometimes it's just good to get away. Thank goodness for transportation and travel. Y'all have a great day. And ask yourself, does it make sense that I had to do this? Peace. Wear your mask. Be safe. And I'm just letting you know also with Hogan, wear your damn mask is done grown old. Okay? It's done grown old. Just wear your mask. It's the right thing to do. Have a great day. Peace.